Hi everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori and welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. And today we are going to be doing my October wrap-up. Yes, you heard that right, I'm actually doing a wrap-up. So if I am a little off on this, I'm sorry, but it's been a while since I did a wrap-up because in August and September I read a total of 6 books, I think. 1 in August and 5 in September. And in October, I read 12 books and DNF'd 1 book. So 13, I tried to read 13 books. Probably would have been 13 books if I could have finished the book, but I couldn't, sadly, because I just didn't like it. I'm looking at the thing on Storygraph. I'm looking at the graph. It said I read, like I said, 12 books. According to Storygraph, it was 3,967 pages that I read. It could be off a tiny bit, I noticed. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Let's see. It says 6 of your books' page numbers were between 300 to 499. And 6 were under 300 or 300 and under. I think that's what that's trying to say. Sorry, I got a little bit of the hiccups today. Of course, like always, I didn't read any nonfiction. It says horror was my highest, then mystery, then fantasy, then middle grade, then YA, and then thriller, then manga, and then historical. So some of them I didn't do. I'll show you the graph there. You guys can see it. Of course, all my format, like always, was printed. Like I said, 12. I read 12 books, and the average rating was a 3.98. Let's see, I read 2 books that were 1.5. I'm just punching this on, if this will let me. 1 that was a 3.5. I've read 2 books that were a 4-star. I read 3 books that were a 4.5. These ones let you do like halves, you know, the points. So I read 1 book that was a 4.75. And I read 3 books that were a 5. I didn't have any... I actually didn't have any, books this month. Any 6 stars. Okay, let me go back to where we were. I already told you that the page count was 3,967. So yeah. Okay, now let me go back. I'm just gonna, because I don't remember what I gave the book, so we're gonna have to go back and look through here as I'm talking to you. I'll look in here. They'll tell me. I'm gonna go in my order so I know what I started with. Let me get that really quick. This don't have it in the right order. Let's see. It's not letting me. Let me see. Let's see. Let me try to figure this out. Wait a minute, I got it the wrong way. That's why. We don't want earliest reads. Want latest. Okay, there. That's why it was. I had it on the wrong one. Come on, come on. I'm trying to make sure that everything is on here. So give me a second. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. We started out really well. Let's talk about the DNF, because I don't remember when I started the one that I DNF'd. I don't know if I even put it down. Oh, I started it on the 25th. So yeah. And it was John Mears, how do you say it? Keep It in the Family. I've read 2 books by John Mears. One was a 6-star, and the other one was a DNF. I have another one from him, Passenger, that I'll probably read sometime in the winter. I don't know if I'm going to read it this year. I'll probably read it like in January or February. I'm trying to think of what it's called. The Passengers, like they all like get trapped in a car and people decide their fate, I think, or they get trapped. Yeah, something like that. But anyways, we're not about that right now. So that will decide, when I do read it though, it will decide if I'm going to continue on with his books. We shall see. But this one is about this lady and, man and wife that move into this house, and people are, it's a horror house of horrors, and it causes her, when they found what was inside and what was going on in the inside, it causes her to have a go into labor early, and instead of like wanting to leave, she's so obsessed she wants to find out what happened. So yeah, I wasn't liking the characters. I didn't like certain things in the book. Just was like, because triggers, there was just if there would have been just 1 trigger, 2 triggers, maybe I could have read it, but there's just way too many triggers for me to read it. Very triggering. So yeah. So look into that, because yeah, it was just not my thing. I have, what was that one? Yeah, it was just not for me. I'm sure a lot of people would love this book, but yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to see if maybe I made a mistake and I should have read it. So I looked at the back and nope. I didn't like the twist. So, yeah. So that one is going, probably I'll let Robin see if she wants it. If not, it is going bye-bye. I'm going to put that one down on the floor because I don't have enough room here. Okay, now let's get to a couple of good ones before we get to some of the bad ones. Oh, because I had some bad ones, you guys, and I had a disappointment. Let's see, the first one was The Year of the Witching. The first 2 are 5 stars, so. And I think I said that I had 3 5-stars, so yeah. But the first one, it was The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. How do you say her name? It's been a while since I read this, so I'm trying to remember exactly. I know that it was a cult, and yeah, I don't remember a whole lot about the plot, to be perfectly honest, because it's been a while since I read it, like I said. But I did start getting so invested in the book that I quit tabbing, as you can see. Sometimes that's a good thing when I quit tabbing, but sometimes when I quit tabbing, it's not a good thing. But in this case, it was a good thing. I really liked it. The atmosphere was nice and creepy. I really liked, I forget her name, Emanuela. What's this? Emanuela? I think that's how you say her name. And I just loved the history and the creepiness. It was just a perfect October vibe type of book, perfect read for October, I felt. Yeah, it was just a good time. I really liked it, even though it was pretty creepy at times. The next one was, I got them in the wrong order. Hold on a minute, guys. Actually, I had 3 good ones before we started. 3, 4. I had 4 good ones, and then we started getting into the bad ones. So the next one was Belladonna. I took my cover off, so yeah. 5 stars. If I had to pick the favorite of the month, it would definitely be Belladonna. I just really loved it. I loved the, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was saying they didn't love, because there is a triangle in this book. I love triangle, whatever you want to say, this book. I loved it. And I thought it was creepy. And it just gave me it was another nice and spooky, I mean, kind of spooky, not super spooky, but kind of spooky, especially the first half. That's the only reason why it didn't get a 6-star, is because there was parts of it that just didn't quite me, if that makes sense. But it was still really good. It's about this girl who can see death, and she can't die. And she falls in love. And it's a triangle between her, the death and I don't know what you would call him. I don't know what you would call the other guy, but yeah. And I really liked it. Yeah. They're trying to this where she's living. The guy's wife died, and she, like I said, could see ferrets, ghosts, and the wife comes to her and tells her that she didn't die naturally, that she was murdered, and her and I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I'm so bad, you guys, at remembering names. I know it started with the S, I believe. Her name is Signa, if you guys wanted to know. Signa. Like I said, then there's Death, and then there's, what was his name? Was it started with S? I can't even remember. Yeah, Silas. Yeah, I really like Silas, and I really love Death. Yeah. Like I said, a couple of things that why I didn't give it a 6-star is I thought the first half was a lot better than the second half, to be perfectly honest. There was some twists and turns that I didn't see coming, though, towards the end. That was cool, but there was some stuff I figured out. And there was a character that I was like, is this character, what is going on with this character? Do I trust this character? I'm not going to tell you if I was right or wrong not to trust this character, but yeah, I just thought some of this stuff was too easy, like who the killer was. Like I said, I love the ending, and it's a duology, so there'll be another one next year. Fox Glove, I think, something like that. Yeah. All those lines. It was good. I just had a good old time with it. Like, oh my gosh. I thought it was such a fun October read as well. I would definitely suggest reading it in October or November at the latest. Let's see. Then I finished a quartet. So we'll talk about the first two, and I did do a read-in vlog where I read these, and yeah, so that is up. But I read, the first two were rereads. So Small Spaces is the first one. You guys, I'm trying to remember, because it's, like I said, I'm not good at remembering things. This one, I gave a 4.5. This one, there's these 3 kids. I'm blanking on names, but one of them, I think her name's Allie. I'm always getting the 2 girls' names mixed up. Yes, Allie. She has this watch that her mom gave her. And at the beginning of the book, she steals, this lady is getting ready to like throw the book into the water or something, and she takes it before the lady can throw it in. And then she's on, her and the kids are on the school bus, and the bus driver is being really creepy, and then the watch says something about for her to run or something like that. Yeah. And crazy stuff happens with her and the 2 other characters. Brian and, why am I forgetting the other girl's name? I really like the other girl. Not at first. I didn't care for her at first, but I think she probably became my favorite character throughout the series. I'm trying to find it. Her name. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Would you like me? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Because I cannot find anything. I will find it, I promise. But it was pretty creepy for middle grade. I will say, I think if you like Goosebumps, you would love this series. Oh, Cuckoo, really, Lord, Coco. So yeah, she becomes actually my favorite. I didn't like her at the beginning of this book. Yeah, but she becomes my favorite, yeah. So, and then I read, this one is my absolute favorite out of the 4, Dead Voices. Yeah. So all 4 of them, of course, are going to be continuation from, the next 3, of course, are continuations from each other's books. And it all centers around a certain, the person from the first book that was bad. Anyways, yeah, this one, they are stuck at a cabin, I believe. No, yeah, at a, they're supposed to be going snowing and stuff. Like sledding or whatever, or what's it called? Not sledding. Where you go on, you go to do snow thingies. I'm blanking on what it's called. Like a snow resort. What do they call that thing? But anyways, yeah. And there's, and all of these have like a side plot too. It's not just centered around the main character from this book that was bad. But yeah. I just thought this one was the spookiest, the creepiest. I just had a good old time with this one. Definitely the favorite out of the 4. Then now we're going to the next 2 are 1.5s, and one of them was a disappointment. I read these for, I think these are the only 2 I wound up reading, or did I read The Drowned Woods? I think these 3, yeah, the next 3 are the ones I read for my friend Clint's readathon, where he did I Know What You Did Last Summer readathon. So yeah, and unfortunately, I don't remember what the prompts are, but unfortunately 2 out of the 3 books were just wah. The name of the readathon, of course, like I said, was I Know What You Did Last Summer. So the group book was I Know What You Did Last Summer by, I forgot to tell you these authors' names, I'm sorry. Lewis Duncan. I told you guys I have not done this in a while. And this one is something happened last summer and someone knows and they're going after him. And I just did not find it scary at all. I was so disappointed. Yeah. But I read what, they have an interview in here with the author, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I feel bad giving it such a low rating, but I have to go with what I felt, At least I didn't DNF it. I was, like, so tempted, like, a lot to DNF it, but I just was like, no, you're gonna read it, you're gonna see what happens. But yeah, this was for, I know it was the group book, I know it was slasher, I can't remember what else, but yeah, this one really upset me. The reason why I gave it a 1.5 this time, the first time I read it, it was like a 4.5. So, just Verity part. Still, I would say the Verity part, I would still give a 4-star, but I hated the extended chapter. I hated it. I did not like it at all. I was like pissed off, you guys. This is about this girl who takes over for this other lady that was hurt really bad in an accident, and she starts falling for the husband, and there's stuff going on. She finds a manuscript and she's trying to figure out if it's real. Da 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 da. Yeah, and like I said, she falls for the guy. The husband. Is the husband good, bad? Is she good, bad? Is Verity good, bad? Do we find out in the extended chapter? Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. Sorry. Drowned in Woods was the next one, and I gave this one a 4.5. I forgot what I used Verity for, but I know it was for that one. Drowned in Woods was the best one out of the 3 that I read for that readathon. It was so good. So good. But it just wasn't quite as good as Belladonna or The Witching, so that's why I could not, in good conscience, whatever you want to say, give it a 5-star. But oh my gosh. This one, she's a water nymph? Water thingy, like that's how her magic works, through water. And, yeah. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that, but this worked for a 5-star prediction. Not quite a 5-star, but it was still close. It was for water. Oh, Verity, I think, was for a beautiful cover. I think that's what that was. I think. So, yeah. I can't remember if this was for anything else. So, I didn't get all of the books that you were supposed to, all of the prompts fulfilled, but I did pretty good. So, yeah. I'm sorry I didn't vlog it, but I just was not really in too much of a regular vlogging mood just for, like, certain books. So, yeah. Which I'm probably going to be doing a lot of, to be perfectly honest, is just certain books. And just talking to you about the other books. So, yeah. Sorry this is so long. Let's see. I don't know why they put that one before that one. Okay, I don't know. Then I read Dead Waters. The third one in the Small Space Quartet. This one was my least favorite. Actually, it was more like a 3.5, but I just gave it a 4. If I was being really honest, it would be... No, it'd be a 3.75 I would have gave it, really. But I was like, I'm going to round it up to a 4. But yeah, this was the weakest, to be perfectly honest. I should really switch it to a 3-star. Which I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to switch it to a 3-star. So, let me do that really quick while I'm jibber-jabbing with you guys. This one was set, I believe, they get like stranded on an island. Yeah, I just did not care for this one. It just wasn't as exciting as the other 2 and then the final one, to be perfectly honest. So that's why I think I'm going to switch it to the, that's why I switched it to the, just now to a 3. So that's going to make my rating go down a little. But yeah, this one was just so boring, which was sad because I really was looking forward. This one is more like in Brian's point of view. I mean, you know, he's talking about it more than the other 2. And I was so excited because I'm like, we're finally going to get more in Brian's head and stuff in. It wasn't fun being in his head, to be perfectly honest, which is sad. Because he, at first, was my favorite character. There was just something about him that I really loved. But yeah, so this one had to do with the snake monster, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It was good. But like I said, it just wasn't as good as the other ones. Let me really quick, like I said, go back and do this. And then I finished Empty Smiles. This one I gave a 4.75. Yeah, 4.75. Okay, it took it down to a 3.9. Okay, so yeah. This one has to do with a carnival. It was the I would say out of the 4, this was the creepiest. Very, very, very creepy and spooky. But I just didn't like some of the parts of it as much as I did Dead Voices, which was the second one, which was my reread, another reread. The other two, Dark Waters and this one, were, you know, were not rereads. Yeah, I really, 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 really love this, though. I mean, it is creepy. Believe me, it is the creepiest one. I mean, to me at least, because I hate clowns. I do not like clowns, so that made it spooky. We have 3 more. I'm sorry this is long, you guys, but I have not done this in a while, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, that made it go down to 3.9. Let me get back to where I was, because now I'm like, okay, Lori, what do you have left? I should have wrote these down instead of looking here, but else I didn't, so we'll have to do this here once I figure out how to get back to it. There we go. The next one I read was The Haunting of Maddie Clear by Simone St. James. This one I gave a 4.5. This one, Maddie, something happened to Maddie. She committed suicide. And then there's this guy that likes to like go and see if there's like spirits and stuff like that, you know, like if there's really ghosts. And he hires her because Maddie does not like guys. And so he needs her to talk to Maddie. I forget what her name is. That's why I'm saying her instead of saying the right name. Because I forgot her name. Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. And then there's this other guy that's the partner of the one. He's the real partner, you know what I mean? Like, of the other guy. And her and him start, like, trying to find out what happened to Sarah. It was very creepy, very creepy. I really enjoyed this. This is probably my least favorite, though, out of... No, second favorite? I'm trying to remember how many books I've read of hers now. Was this my 4th? I think this was my 4th book by her. Yeah, my favorite is The Sundown Motel. And then, oh God, what was the second one? Sundown Motel was my favorite. That was a 6-star. Oh my God, it's the one with the sister. I don't remember what it is. Like her sister was killed or something like that. And the school, Broken Girls. Yeah. So Broken Girls is probably my second favorite. I think I get that 5 stars. This one, 4.5 stars. And then my least favorite was the Book of Cold Cases. But yeah, this one was really nice and spooky. Like, Maddie was creepy. Like, she was not playing. She was not one of those jokes, ghosts. You know, like sometimes you get a ghost story and the ghosts are just like, blah, blah, blah. This girl, she was not playing. Okay, let's hurry up and wrap this up. Night books, reread. This month I'm going to try and wrap up the duology. And I started like the first chapter of Grave Books, which is the next one. But yeah, this one was a 4-star again. This is about this boy who, he wants to throw his book of stories away. And he goes down, trying to go downstairs to, you know, the thing to burn it. And he winds up on a different floor and a witch takes him. And she wants him to read her a story every night. If she doesn't like the story, then bye-bye, you're gone. So, yeah, it was pretty creepy. I tried watching the movie Sunday, and I just couldn't get into the movie because there's a movie on Netflix for it. I might try it again. But yeah, I think it was just too, I know a lot of people can do that. Go straight from a book to a movie adaptation, or go from a movie adaptation to the book right away. Me, I guess I'm not the type. Usually I don't do that. So yeah. So I guess I'm not the type, but I still really loved it. 4 stars. And then the last one, which I finished last night, was Death Note, Volume 1. Whichever way this goes, I always forget. This was a 3.5. I think I rounded it up to a 4 on Goodreads. I can't remember. A lot of these I rounded up and not down. Besides, well, I don't remember if I rounded down, if I downed Verity or not, but yeah. Or I know what you did last summer. But this one is about this guy that, or boy, that finds the Death Note. And if you write down people in here, in the notebook, I mean, you can kill him. And he thinks, oh, this is a good thing to do. I can write down people that deserve to die. And I can be the vengeance angel, basically. And I'm going to wipe out all the bad and evil people. Yeah. He's something else, I will tell you that much. I really like the creepy guy. The creepy guy. Like, he's my favorite character. I forgot his name. But him, yeah, I really like him. He could go. Come on, person. Really? Like, how do you think that's such a smart thing to do? Do you really? Yeah. So anyways, I will continue on, though. I do want to buy the next one. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. I don't know how many there are, but yeah. I still want to continue on because I want to know what happened. So, but a 3.5, yeah. And that is it, you guys. I am so sorry it took so long, over 30 minutes, but I'm rusty. And my wrap-ups have always been long. That's why I'm the chatty bookworm. But anyways, let me know what your favorite book of the month was, your least favorite book of the month. What is the book that you're most excited for this month to read? Mine will be here today, and that's Ocean Echoes by Everett Maxwell. The first book I'm going to be reading is The First to Die at the End. That is Drew and Charlotte from Instagram. They're on Instagram. Drew is also on YouTube. I think it's, I always forget Drew's channel's name. If I remember, I'll put it down below. But yeah, we buddy read a lot. That's my buddy. One of my buddies. So yeah. But yeah, that him and Charlotte have a book club. And The First to Die at the End is for November. So I'm going to be reading that first. But I might wind up going back and forth. Because like I said, Ocean's Echoes is like one of my top most anticipated books of the year. Like, as soon as I knew that was coming out, I pre-ordered it. I didn't care how much it cost. Usually I don't buy books if they're that expensive, but you better believe I did. Like, Everett Maxwell wrote one of my favorite books ever. Her first one was 6 stars. I mean, it was so good. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name again, but anyways, I'm hoping and praying that this one is, if not as good, better. Oh my gosh. So, yes, you guys will find out what I think about it when I get a chance to read it. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Hit the bell icon so you'll know, whenever there's a video up for me. I've been doing a lot of live reading sprints. So definitely hit the bell icon to let you know when a video is up, or you will see my lives if you want to join. I will be doing a live tomorrow at 6. So unless something changes. So yeah. And until next time, you guys know the drill. DNF, 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 DNF. If you're not liking the book, don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid. Don't keep reading and then get into a reading slump. And yeah, I hope that the first day of November is good for you. And I hope you guys that celebrated had a good Halloween. This will probably be up. Well, actually, you guys won't even see this before the live. So this won't go up until Thursday or Friday. Sorry. I might be nice and put it up in the morning. We shall see. But anyways, until next time, I'm out of here. Happy reading. Thanks for being awesome. And read, read, read. Love you guys all. Bye.